Hi, welcome along, listeners. What's funny?
I just think that's a really weird thing to say. It's kind of creepy.
What's creepy about it?
Welcome, listeners. Like there's more.
Well, that's what they are.
There's more than one.
well, we will see.
Should we kind of explain what this is, Dan? Dan's girlfriend is one of my best friends, but it's also Dan's girlfriend. So it's kind of awkward because we're forced to be friends with each other, and we're not really friends, are we?
Are we not? I mean, this is news to me. I thought.
No, we're not. What do you mean?
Really? Why not?
Oh no. Because, we're not bezies, are we? We know each other through Talia. So, your girlfriend.
Would we not hang out without Talia?
No. Of course. Why would we do that?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, okay. So, just for example, we were going to. Where would we be?
Okay, if I text you saying, "All right, hi James, it's Dan. Should we have a drink?" What would you say?
Oh no, that's a really awful question. Well, I wouldn't reply.
You wouldn't reply?
I wouldn't reply.
And then when I saw
it, it was really weird. I'd be like, Talia, why is your boyfriend texting me?
And then when I inevitably saw you at a...
Well, we'd never bump into each other, would we? Why would we bump into... Where are you going to see me?
Well, we do bump into each other all the time.
Not... Well, when? I don't really... Okay, well, I don't remember.
Well, how do we know each other if we've never bumped into each other?
We bump into each other with your girlfriend.
But then so upon that situation happening, I would say there'd be the awkward thing where I've obviously texted you saying, do you want to go for a drink?
Right, I'd just be like, oh, sorry. I was so busy.
Okay.
I don't know what I was doing.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and would you not just be like, oh, that's fine? Sorry,
I guess.
Like, I didn't. You look really sad, and I didn't
want
to make you sad.
Well,
but it's not that
it doesn't matter.
No, it's not that I don't like you. I just don't. Oh no, now it sounds like I don't. I don't know you really. Like you're not my friend. Anyway, so the reason we're doing this podcast.
Well, I'm not going to send you that text now anyway. So don't worry about it.
Cool.
The lines have been drawn.
So the reason we're doing this podcast is because your girlfriend, my friend,
yeah,
she's left you.
Well.
No, she's gone to New York, right? Like for a month.
Yes.
So we're both here because both of you are going to miss me. You can record a podcast together.
Yeah, that's the general gist.
That's what we're doing.
We were all in the pub last week, I believe. Well, we're in the theatre actually.
The theatre. We're in the theatre.
I mean, that's where we were. We're not allowed to say
fine.
that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, we're in the theatre.
What's funny about the theatre?
It's just the way you said it.
Okay, how would you say it?
It sounded like you. I don't know.
We'll say it then.
Well, you're quite a lad, aren't you? And yet you were like, in the theatre. And like, you're a thespian.
Okay,
are you a thespian?
Well,
okay, just get to the point. We're in the theatre.
I'm not a thespian.
Yeah, so we were having... You are a thespian. Oh, my God.
Why am I not?
God, oh my... Because you're not, are you? What do you do that makes you a thespian?
Hang on, a thespian is what, like a lover of theatre?
What? You don't know what a thespian is? Dan was drinking 3 pints.
No,
sorry. Dan was buying 3 pints. One for me, one for his girlfriend, one for my friend Talia, that's the same person, and one for himself. So he was like carrying them from the bar, and I went over to see if he needed any help, as a nice person would do. And rather than being like, yeah, it's fine, yeah, hold one, you had a sip from every single pint and was like, yeah, because then like the spillage won't go all over the floor, it'll go in my mouth instead, so I'll just drink from them all, which is seriously gross. And then she was like,
firstly, I didn't quite say it like that. I may as well have done because it's true. That's like a standard. The one good thing about getting around in is you get slightly more than your drink because it's an unwritten rule that you're entitled to drink the tops of all the other ones because they're just going to go on the floor anyway.
No,
if you're carrying 3 drinks or more. Yeah.
Where is this unwritten? Well, it's obviously not written because it's unwritten rule.
Yes.
Who has bestowed this rule upon you?
I don't know.
That's not true.
Yes,
that is disgusting.
It's not
You're
disgusting.
basically putting your saliva in everybody's drink, and that's your divine right because you paid for the round.
No, but
that makes absolutely no sense.
I'm not like drinking it. Like, I'm not like spitting into it. I'm drinking it like
you put your saliva in every single.
No, but I haven't because I'm drinking it in a non.
Oh, you're really thinking about that, are you? When you do it, you're like, oh, I'm going to make sure I don't put any. saliva.
No, I'm just doing it like
Dan. It's gross.
I'm doing a visual demonstration.
No, it's just gross, Dan.
Okay, fine. Anyway,
it's not couth. So we were there, and anyway, Talia was like, you two don't get on, so you should record a podcast. She said that obviously in a much more polite way.
And now here we are.
Doing a podcast about how different we are. And I guess the idea is that we're going to talk about different subjects will, I don't know, clash. No,
I think the idea is that like we would not really bump into each other at an event.
No, so
like, we wouldn't bump into each other at the theatre or at a
no, we definitely
wouldn't. A gig would be a good example.
Yeah,
we probably wouldn't bump into.
I wouldn't bump into you while I was doing sassy dancing on a Friday night. Like we would not go to the same place.
No.
It kind of feels a bit like a Tinder date. This for me.
I've no idea because I've no idea about Tinder because it emerged shortly after I entered into what is now a long-term relationship.
Right.
So I'm completely not on the Tinder train.
Right.
How is a Tinder date different to a non-Tinder date?
You're like lying to each other about what you want because it's like, oh, looking for a relationship or whatever, but then you meet the person, the guy, whatever.
But hang on, surely you're not a Tinder user.
Why would I not be a Tinder user?
I was under the impression it was a heterosexual.
Oh, for God's sake! What world are you living in? No, it's for everyone.
I have gone on Tinder briefly for like a lol.
You what?
I've been on it for like a lol.
So you've been on Tinder?
No, but okay. What I mean by
so you've been on Tinder.
What I mean,
even though you're going out with my best friend. Why would you do that? And that's not lol. That's like weird. Why would you do that?
What I mean by that is I've downloaded the app.
But why? But
so,
you're in a relationship.
No,
as you just put it, you're in a long-term relationship. Why would you?
No, I haven't messaged anyone on it or whatever it's called.
I don't know that.
Or Tinder.
You could be lying. Did you go on it?
I don't know. What do you mean? Did I go on it?
You said you went on Tinder.
I went on it in the same way that I'd go on like BBC News.
So you must. How is that the same? What the hell?
To find out what's going on.
No. So to find out what's going on in the world. Oh, I wonder what's happening in Syria.
James,
I'm going to load up Tinder.
You know as well as me.
No, I don't.
That we both.
Okay. So you went on Tinder to find out what's going on in the world. So you wanted to see what was like for work purposes. Like,
there's plenty of apps I might look at out of interest.
Oh, I know. I'll check Tinder. What are you talking about? That makes absolutely no sense. I don't even care. Like, Talia's away, whatever, do what you want. The reason we're doing this podcast is that we're two different people with very different lives, and we're basically just, I'm babysitting Dan whilst Talia's away, and we thought we'd just do a podcast. That's it, really. And so for you, it's kind of like listening to, it's like watching Come Dine With Me. It's like people that would really never, ever see each other talk about things. It's really awkward, so... Kind of
I mean, I'm still a bit upset by that.
So anyway, the name of the podcast is not defined, but we're thinking a gay and a non-gay because that's kind of what we are. I'm a gay and you're non-gay. Although, to be honest, listening to this, I'm not sure anyone would actually know the difference. But Dan's offended by the title because he doesn't want to be called a non-gay because that's like, I don't know what, I mean, why is that offensive?
It's not offensive, but it's not necessarily something I want to be defined as. Like, you know, if people are talking about me and be like, you know, that guy Dan Hudson, he's a non-gay.
Oh, you wouldn't like that? Have you ever defined a person by something similar to that, like by saying, he's gay? Have you ever done that? Yes.
I don't know.
Of course you have.
What do you mean,
of course you've like as a straight white man, you've definitely defined someone in some world as something. You've definitely done it. You've gone, the one with ginger hair. Oh, the gay one. Like, you've never done that? You're telling me that you've never defined anyone by anything ever?
Yeah.
So what's your problem with you finally being defined by a non-gay?
But I'm going down a road again that I don't really want to be going down. I don't know how to say this.
Just say it.
Well, I'm not gay, but equally...
Well, that's fine.
Equally, I don't wear hats anymore, right? And I don't want to be defined as... I don't want this show to be called a gay and a non-hat wearer, because it's like...
It's not the same thing.
Equally, I don't watch Paramount Comedy Channel. I don't want to be defined by someone who doesn't watch Paramount Comedy.
How do you have a girlfriend, let alone my best friend? What the hell?
That's a mystery to us all.
I have no idea. So, fine. Okay, so years of persecution against gay people have resulted in Dan, as a non-gay person, refusing to be referred to as a non-gay person. What about me? I mean, do you not think I don't like the title. It's not something I like. I don't want to be called a gay.
Let's not call
I'm
it
so
that,
many
then.
more layers. Well, it's all we've got. So stop being like, I can't be called that. Like, get a life. Jesus. A gay and a non-gay that doesn't wear hats anymore.
I don't mind.
That's the new title of the podcast.
I don't mind writing.
Thanks for listening. Feel free to subscribe and whatever else I'm meant to say at the end of a podcast.
If I'm filling out like a application for,
that's it. We're done.
For like,
all right, Dan, stop talking. No. What application for? What?
Like a government job or like a civil servant, and it'll say
they would never say that.
Yes, they would. It would say, "Are you like white? Are you male?
Yeah.
You can choose.
They wouldn't say, are you gay or not?
Yes, they would.
Would they?
Yes, absolutely they would.
That's outrageous.
You can choose not to answer. You can say, I choose not to
That's outrageous.
identify, which occasionally I feel like doing because I'm like, what difference does it make?
How good of you.
But, you know, I do generally go, well, I'm not gay, so I'm going to tick the box that says I'm not gay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mind in that respect, because they're also asking me, like, especially if it's like a BBC job, they'll ask you like 200 questions.
But in this respect, you...
I don't want to wander around saying, like, I'm not gay. In the grand scheme of things that, like, define me, that's not really one of them.
I've really lost the if I don't even have a reply.